Happy Friday, you guys, once again. So, I know you're probably happy for the weekend. A lot of people are. It's a rainy one here. All right, so we are going to be making country-style spicy hamburger soup tonight for dinner. I've made it before, but I've never filmed it. So, the first thing that you need, if you're cooking it for a larger family of 4 to 6, is you're going to want 2 pounds of ground beef chuck. Okay, you're going to want 1 small onion because you're going to dice it up. You're going to have 3 yellow gold potatoes. These will be diced as well with the peeling on. 1 red pepper diced. You're going to do 3 tablespoons of minced garlic. You could do fresh garlic or you could do this garlic to save time. You're going to need 3½ cups of your preference of beef broth. I always get the big cans of the condensed tomato soup. So you're going to take half of this and you'll need half of this can of condensed tomato soup. You'll need 3 tablespoons of Heinz Worcestershire sauce. You're going to want 2 bags of frozen mixed vegetables. So we have 2 bags of bird's eye right here. You're going to be doing Slap Ya Mama. So you're going to be doing 3 tablespoons of Slap Ya Mama spice seasoning. When you're frying up your ground beef, I always use the Kinder's Buttery Burger Blend. So you're going to put 2 tablespoons of that in there. Kinder's caramelized onion butter, that's going to be 1 tablespoon. And you're going to put your preference of cayenne pepper, however hot you want it. Also, where is my, and then when it also goes into the crock pot, you'll be using 1 packet of Lipton Recipe Secrets onion soup mix as well. So let's get started. I'm going to take you step by step on how we create this. Oh my word, y'all, I left out a main ingredient. So this right here is a 28-ounce can of whole peeled tomatoes. Normally I would use fresh tomatoes if it were summertime, but these, I'm going to dice these up, keep the juice, not all of it, but some of it, and add in with it too. So you're going to dice, if you would prefer to get 2 cans of already diced tomatoes, that's fine. I didn't have any on hand, so I'm having to do it this way. So this is one of your main ingredients. Y'all, I have tasted this sauce, and I'm telling you, if you love spice, this is absolutely just amazing. It tastes so amazing. God, it's so good, y'all. I can't even, do you want to taste it? Like, oh my God, it is so good. The broth is like to die for. It would be so good with some Texas toast to sop up that broth. But it's just got an amazing, every time I make this, and like this is the first time I used the Slap Ya Mama. And if my daughter slaps me, I'll slap her back. But I'm telling you, this is rich. It has got the perfect spice. It would be good with Texas toast, just plain outright crackers with cheese on top. It is so good. I mean, I can't even, God, it is just the aroma. You guys, I just love to come over here and like just take a taste. Oh God, it is amazing. You've got to like spice. You've got to like spicy stuff. It's good. You guys, this is really good. Alright, of course we need butt wipe tissue. So we got some Angel Soft 12 rolls mega. We got a jar of peanut butter because I just Gals, welcome back. So I have gotten all our prep work done. I diced up the yellow gold potatoes, the onion, the tomatoes in the can, got the tomato soup ready, the red pepper. All that is done. So what we're going to do now at this point is we are going to brown our ground beef. And we're going to put our heat at medium. And I want to just double check this to make sure that it's going to heat up properly, because I really do need a new stove. I've had this one for quite some time. So I'm just going to spray it with some Pam. And then while I'm browning the ground beef, I only do salt and pepper and a little bit of crushed red pepper in it, because I am going to drain that fat out of it. And if I put all my seasoning on there now, I would just be taking that out in the liquid and the fat and all that. So when you're browning your ground beef, you just want to do salt, pepper, and if you want some spice, add some red pepper flake to it. So that's what we're going to do now. Now, since this is 2 pounds and a quarter and we only need 2 pounds, I am going to reserve some of it for maybe a beef gravy. So this much is going to be reserved. Now I'm just going to take my meat mallet masher and break our ground beef apart. And then I'm just going to hit that with a little bit of salt and pepper. I use Himalaya salt and some ground pepper. You could use white pepper, or you can use black peppercorn, or I'm going to use this right here that I grind. Now we're just going to hit that. I hope my shirt is not rubbing on this mic. I'll know here in a moment. Hit that with a little bit of crushed red pepper flake for the heat. And then we're just going to let that brown. Okay, y'all, our ground beef is browned, as you can see here. So what I am going to do now is take a couple napkins. I'm going to open this napkin up. I just use my hand. And I'm going to start absorbing some of the fat. I should be using tongs because it is hot. We want to try to get a little more fat out of there than that. Ground beef chuck, for one reason or another, does have a lot of fat in it. So I don't want to take all of it because, you know, we need some. All right, that's good right there. So we got plenty of that fat out. and just enough left for the flavor. Okay, y'all, from this point it gets really easy. I want to make sure that you're going to be able to see that whole crock pot. Let me move my flour base out of the way. All right. Now I'm just going to take this ground beef and dump it right on in our crock pot. Okay, guys, to this, I'm going to go ahead and dash it. I'm going to hit it with some cayenne pepper. And I'm going to get a big spoon and just stir that cayenne pepper into that ground beef. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up my vegetables. Now I'm going to dump the first bag in. I don't have my glasses on, y'all, but just to let you know, this is a 10-ounce bag of the bird's eye mixed vegetables. We're doing 2 bags. That's our vegetables. Okay, now I'm going to add in the 3 tablespoons of my minced garlic right here. I use fresh garlic too, but this just is convenient, and it's fresh garlic. So we're going to take 3 heaping tablespoons. And I'm going to give that a stir in. I kind of layer my ingredients when I'm making this. Now, when I was cooking my hamburger before I put it in the crock pot, I forgot to do the buttery burger blend, and that's 1 tablespoon. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that in there now. And I'm going to go ahead and do my 2 tablespoons of caramelized onion butter by Kinder's. Give that a stir. I just want to make sure everything is evenly incorporated. All right, next I'm going to go ahead and do my condensed tomato soup. That is 1 heaping cup of condensed tomato soup. And I'm going to make sure I get all of it out of this cup. Oops, y'all, I dropped my towel. Okay, next is our onions. This is 1/4 cup of diced yellow onion. And then we have a heaping cup. This was 3 of those yellow gold potatoes. So that's a heaping cup, more like a cup and a half. And then we have 1/3 cup of the red pepper. I ended up only doing a half because it was a big one. So we have 1/3 cup. And we're going to stir this in. Y'all, that already smells amazing. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I diced up all my tomatoes. And that was really easy. I mean, those whole peeled tomatoes, I think they're better than buying diced tomatoes in the can. I think you get more. This was equivalent to 2 cups. So I'm going to drop those on in there. And stir those in. All right, now, I said 3.5 cups of beef broth, right? This is 2 cups of beef broth. Now, before we do this, we're going to go ahead and put in our Lipton Secrets recipe packet. Just dump that on in there. And then we're going to pour in our 2 cups of beef broth on top of that. And you don't have to stir anymore, so let me take the spoon out. Now, are you all ready for that secret ingredient? Maybe this will give you an idea. You heard it. Okay, I don't use sugar soda. I use zero sugar. This is Coke Zero. We're going to pour this can on in here. The whole can. That is equivalent to our other 1.5 cups of beef broth we would have done. Now, you're not going to stir it. You're just going to go ahead and put your lid on there. I am going to put 3 tablespoons of butter on the top. But we are going to, it is 140 now. So this needs to cook 6 hours. So we're going to turn it on low. And we're going to set this for 6 hours and forget it. I'm going to come back and move the lid to put that 3 tablespoons of butter though. But after that, you just leave it alone. Now, you will come stir it every couple of hours, but it'll be ready to go. And then I think, since I do low carb, I might eat a biscuit tonight since I hadn't had hardly any carbs today. I'm not sure yet, but lots of times I just have some saltine crackers in mine. So y'all, these fix it and forget it dinners, absolutely, this is my recipe. From me, Misty's Kitchen. But these fix it and forget it dinners in your crock pot are so simple, so easy, and it's so flavorful. Now, when I come back, we're going to be showing you the end result, and if I make biscuit or cornbread or whatever I'm going to do with it. And we will also show ourselves doing the taste test so you all can know if you're going to like it. If you like spicy food, I promise you, you are going to love this. It's going to be one you're going to have on repeat that you want to make over and over again. So I can't wait to show y'all the end result. Definitely stay tuned. And thank you so much if you've kept watching this far.
the soup.
Reduce down to a simmer and cover.
Sour cream
and let
and
this
greens.
cook. I'm going to go for about 13 to 15 minutes because that's what my pasta takes. And then it just says to stir occasionally to prevent the pasta from sticking. So I'm going to let this come up to a boil and then go from there. Hopefully the thickness of this will be correct with my changes. It won't be too liquidy, but if it is, I'll just let it simmer longer with the lid off to let some of the liquid evaporate. So we'll just play that by ear.
Looks really good.
All right, it's starting to come up.
It's got a kick.
Is this 10?
Because the electric stoves take a while to cool down. So
Is it a 10?
Yes.
So